just about 8 miles inland from the warm waters of the Atlantic. We are inside Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. With my partner Greg Olson, I'm Mike Tirico. We are just about set to kick it off. And off we go from South Florida. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Stoppage here, one of the 49ers is down. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. A first carry here for Devon Achane. And that play gets nothing. So no gain on the game's first snap.
This defense wanted to come out early in this game and take the fight to the offense. And boy, did they ever set the tone on the very first play, keeping that carry to no gain.
They send the tight end in motion. They'll stay on the ground with Achane. And he'll get forward for a couple. That's Mykel Williams in on the tackle.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. Is one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tungo Valoa. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he's very close to a 1st down, out of bounds right at the marker. Spot is just a little short, so it is 4th down. And he'll be brought down, short return, and they'll take over there. Well, 49ers offense set to get to work for the first time. Led out by the last pick of the draft in 2022. Iowa State's Brock Purdy at quarterback.
Really solid all-around performance last week, Mike, and I think the biggest factor that led to the win is his ability to continue to protect the football. He executed the offense, ran it exactly how they designed all week in practice. Now, it might not have been earth-shattering performance statistically, but they got the win. If he can continue to play that style of ball, it's going to be a tough group to match up with.
And he ran right through one tackle, fighting forward. Good gain on the ground of about 7.
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide-open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical gain here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
20, 15, and he will score. Touchdown, San Francisco. That's the 5th touchdown for him on the year. Good-looking rushing touchdown there. Offensive line does its job. That back taking off to the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, you're exactly right. He might get credit in the box score for that long rushing touchdown, but it was the big guys up front who were able to make that play possible.
The PAT, up and good. And the 49ers will take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return, Malik Washington. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Dolphins offense ready to possess the football for the 2nd time. They were forced to punt the first time through. It led to a touchdown, so down 7-0 as they get the ball back for 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. It's Achane. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to Do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Man in motion here is Jennings. Look wide. Get this one complete. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot based on what the receivers do off the line.
Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. So here's Brock Purdy and this 49ers offense heading back onto the field. And the numbers have looked good this season. Case in point right here, right up there among the NFL leaders in touchdown passes. The drive starts with a carry by McCaffrey. And he broke through the initial contact, winds up getting about 3. It's second down.
So these, Mike, are the body blow runs. They're not big gains. They're nothing fancy. But they really set that physical tone for the rest of the game where now a good play caller can use some of these early runs to set up something a little bit bigger down the road.
On second down, Purdy. They'll try to set up the screen to McCaffrey. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. That screen goes for 12. And that's a first down.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with their fullback. Not much happening there, just a short game. From the 43, here's second and 9. From the shotgun, it's Purdy. That's over the middle to Kittle. A pickup of 15 in the air. First down, 49ers.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
Now a run, and it's their fullback with the carry. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. From the 23, here's second and 5. Now Purdy. That's complete on the tight end screen. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down. It's the 49ers with the football to start quarter number 2. They've got third down and less than a yard. They'll let the fullback try to push the punt. And he will score! Najee Harris. Touchdown, 49ers. It's his 4th rushing touchdown of the year. Now the try for an extra point. The kick is good. And the 49ers move out on top, 14-0. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Washington now to return it. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Dolphins offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0. The score as the offense tries to regroup and get going with first and 10. Fake the handoff. Now, Tua. We'll get this into the hands of Devon Achane. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line.
First and 10.
Man in motion here is Jennings. He'll get this out wide. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
A gain of 4 brings up 3rd and 4.
Now, whistles here. Looks like one of the defenders got a head start. First and 10. Tua, gonna give it to Achan. And a nice run there on first down, getting 8. Setting up 2nd and 2.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
That's another Dolphins first down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
A play fake. Now, Tua to throw. That one out wide to Achan. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. That's another first down, another big play. The defense has some issues. Gain of 18. From the gun, here's Tua. The outside, that's caught by Hill. And he will win the race to the pylon. He's in. Tyreek Hill. Touchdown, Miami. The extra point is up and through. And the Dolphins are on the board. It's now 14-7. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kicks away. He fields it at the 8. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Here's San Francisco offense ready to take possession of the ball once more. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun is Purdy. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. Trying to get it to Christian McCaffrey out of the backfield. It's 2nd down. On the give, it's McCaffrey. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
Third and 11. The Niners use the first of their timeouts. Talk things over before third down. Out of the gun, it's Purdy. Able to complete it to Ayuk. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on third down.
And a 49er first down.
Again, they'll try to power forward with their fullback. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
2 minutes to go here till halftime. We'll come back to Miami after this. Here's a 2nd and 6. To throw, it's Purdy. He'll find his tight end, Kittle, on the right side. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down. It's going to be third. They need 1. Throwing is Purdy. He's got his man down the field. It is a big completion. They can still get a first down at the 1. 1st and 10, they go from the 11. On the give, this is their fullback. Now the Dolphins going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
A play fake. Now it's Purdy. And that one's incomplete, but a late flag comes in. Looked like he might have gotten there early. The defense still arguing about that pass interference call, but their focus needs to be a stop. They face first and goal. Shotgun snap to Purdy. And he's in. Brandon Ayuk. Touchdown, San Francisco. No problem there on the extra point, and the 49ers will take a 21-7 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here comes a return from the 5. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but a very solid return. There's Mike McDaniel, his Dolphins getting ready for their next possession. They'll do so with 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for 2. That's complete. It's Jalen Waddle. And he'll be hustled out just shy of the first down marker. That's a pickup at 9. And he's going to set up 2nd and 1.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
44, ready.
Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Now Miami going to use the second of their timeouts. Clock stops with a little under a minute to go in this second quarter. What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? Here's 2. That is incomplete, but there is a flag down. Big call here. It was 3rd down. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Back to throw is Tua. Now a screen set up for Achane. The Dolphins going to use their final timeout here as the clock will stop at 45 seconds to go until halftime. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Tua. That's taken in by Achane. He is out of bounds. They have worked it inside the 15. That one good for 29.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate. Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Out of the pistol, here's Tua. That one is caught in the back of the end zone. Jawan Jennings. Touchdown, Dolphins. His 4th TD grab of the season.
You know, he spent so much time talking about the heroics of a game-winning drive to end in the 4th quarter in 2-minute mode. Now let's talk about a 2-minute mode, Mike, at the end of the first half. It might not be in walk-off fashion, but I'll tell you what, executing that here going into halftime changes this entire game.
At their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. And no rest for the weary. Let's get right back to it. Quarter number 3 set to begin. This will be returned from the 6. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The Niners offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. They'll start out first down and 10. Play action now. Purdy. Left side, he's got the Njoku. And they're going to mark him down up past the 35. 13 yards to start that drive. And a quick first down. So, from the 36, it is first and 10. They'll try to run with their fullback. And they're going to bring him down, but there is a penalty marker on the field. Play action. Here's Purdy. Into space at the 45. And he is out of bounds. They get 18 on that one. It's good for a Niners first down. On the ground, it's McCaffrey. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
Defensive coaches preach every day, Mike, swarm to the ball. Get as many hats to the ball carrier as possible. And this is a great reason why. The ball carrier is able to make the first guy miss, but it was the pursuit from the rest of the defense that's able to get him down and keep him to no gain.
A second down throw here for Purdy. That one incomplete. Good job, textbook there, separating the man from the ball, and it'll bring up third down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
On third down, it's Purdy. And that is incomplete. Ricky Pearsall, the intended receiver. And it's going to bring up fourth down. The 49ers out to punt this one. Back deep, it's Tyreek Hill. And this is going to set up a long field ahead. Backed up as it is touchdown inside the 10. The Dolphins offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. They'll have a long field ahead of them as they start first and 10. And that's going to be scooped up in the end zone. A fumble recovery for touchdown.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
This drive starts at the 21. It's first and 10. Man in motion here is Jennings. On the ground to start the drive, it's Achane. and he'll get about 5. So, from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd down and 5. Once again, it's Achane. He'll look forward for maybe a yard. Big Johnny Newton there for the stop.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
3rd down, 3 to go. Here's Tagovailoa. Open man, left side, he's got it. It's a big play there on 3rd down, but there is a marker down, and that is not a good sign for the offense. So, 1st and 10 here now at the 38. Tua on the fake, gets it to Waddle. He's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down. Now Tua. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him. Punt team comes out. Dolphins going to kick it away. '49ers offense ready for this next possession. They'll begin with 1st and 10. An inside give here to the fullback on the dive. And that's the way you want to run it on 1st down. A gain of 7. Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd down and 3. Throwing is Purdy. Brandon Ayuk, the intended receiver there. And it'll be 3rd down. To throw, Purdy. He's got his tight end, Kittle. And he's going to pick up the 1st down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, understanding what did he need to pick up a fresh set of downs. In this case, that underneath drag route was all it took. Get the ball into the hands of your receiver, pick up a 1st down.
Now give on the ground. Oh, big hole left side. And he will go all the way. Touchdown, 49ers. That's his 2nd touchdown of this one. And he's got a half dozen for the year. The extra point is good. And the 49ers have doubled their advantage. It is now 28-14 game. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. A safe kick taken at the 5. He'll come across the 20 and taken down at the 21-yard line. Now, after the play, he'll stop it. We have an injured Dolphin, and as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. They'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is HN. And the struggles in the running game continue. They take him down behind the line.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Putting the tight end in motion. Tagovailoa working out of the pistol. Rolls forward, and he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this 3rd quarter of play. So we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Third down and 9. In motion, it's Waddle. Throwing on 3rd down, Tagovailoa. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. Tua and his old Bama teammate Waddle for the Dolphin 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
He'll look middle here. It's caught by Hill. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. That catch number 40 on the season for him. 1st and 10 now from the 36. From the gun, here's Tua. He is hit before he can get rid of it, and down he goes. Nick Bosa getting through there to drop him for a loss of 6. To throw is Tua. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 25-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Off the bootleg, here's Tua. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but 1st down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
Tua out quick. See what Tyreek can do. And he'll get about 3 here on 2nd down before he's out of bounds. Stoppage here, one of the 49ers is down. They've moved the ball well here, but now face 3rd and 2. They'll try and run it here. It's HN. And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down. At least it appears that way. Got it by maybe the length of a football.
So 3rd and 2, sometimes it's not about being fancy. You don't need your back to be a hero. Make sure, no matter what, pick up the yards needed, convert that 1st down. Now, if there's an opportunity to pop it, great. But don't try to go for the home run and bring up 4th down.
And this is going to be a big loss. He kept retreating, looking for an escape hatch, found nothing. And they get him down well behind the line. Forced out left. Stoppage here, one of the 49ers is down. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. Good drive now faces a tough conversion. It is 3rd and long. Throwing is Tua. This is caught at the 2. And they continue to churn out 1st downs. What a drive. It continues now with 1st and goal.
First and goal.
A shotgun snap for two. Second and goal. Now it's from the 6-yard line.
Brings up second and goal. At the 49ers.
Tight end motioning left. A pistol set with Tagovailoa. The ball comes out. And they will get another chance. They cover it up after very nearly squandering a great scoring opportunity. Back-to-back sacks back them up. What's going to happen now on third and goal? Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. That is caught left side by Waddle. And he is out of bounds with a flag down now in the backfield. Is that a hold or maybe it's a roughing call? What a critical flag. Roughing the passer. It sets up first and goal. And that's going to be incomplete, but a flag down in the backfield. That's the area we usually see holding. Now it is first and goal. Here's a give up the middle. Connor. His defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple. They're going to motion the tight end over here. To the outside. He's got Waddle.
The timing of these RPO concepts, that's the entire key. Remember, Mike, in the college game, they get a 3-yard window that they're allowed to be downfield even on a forward pass. That's not the rule in the NFL. These decisions have to be made quickly. If not, even after a good pickup, you could be coming back due to a flag.
He'll try to work the screen with Connor. And he will score! Game on! James Conner. Touchdown, Miami. They're going to try to run it in. And this time they stop him short of the goal line. Touchdown a moment ago. No two-point conversion to add on as they come up empty. The return starts from the 5. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. A look there at Kyle Shanahan. His 49ers heading back onto the field. The advantage is 8. We'll see if they can make this a 2-score game on this drive. First down and 10. From the shotgun, it's Purdy. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete, but pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
They'll run on second down. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. And now the defense is going to take their first time out. Remember, they get an extra one built in with the 2-minute warning coming up momentarily. They'll stay on the ground. The defense uses its second timeout here, and don't forget, clock to the stop when we hit the 2-minute warning as well. Ball placed at the 45 for 2nd and 5. of the gun. Here's Purdy. In trouble, and down he goes. And third and final timeout taken by the defense, so the 2-minute warning, the only clock stoppage they have left. This crowd into it now as we get to third down. Throwing from the gun is Purdy. Open man downfield is Kittle. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. George Kittle. Touchdown, San Francisco. The extra point is good. And the 49ers will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. Now, here comes a return from the 9. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. This is 1st and 10.
Go ahead.
Tua. This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. Now, on 2nd and long.
All right.
They'll drop to throw. That's taken in by Jennings. And he'll get about 7. Still short of that first down. And they'll try to convert it on 3rd down.
It's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Tight end going in motion here. Tua now on 3rd down. He'll try and get there on the ground. Give him 11 on the scramble and give them a new set of downs.
The Dolphins, 1st down.
On 1st down, Tagovailoa. Quick throw, taken in, and they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. Still some hope. Keyword some. No timeouts. They need 2 scores, and it's 1st and 10. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete. Jalen Waddle, the intended target, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Defense has a chance to all but end this game, but they can't secure the interception, and now the offense has new life. But is there enough time? Do they have enough opportunities still to find themselves in position to go try to pull this one out?
To throw on 2nd down, it's Tua. Throw here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete. Big play in the game right here. It's 3rd down.
Third down and 10 yards to go.
Throwing again, it's Tua. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
And he's going to have a Dolphins 1st down. They come up with a big one there to keep the drive moving and then some.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Now the spike as the clock ticks under 50 seconds to play. They'll try again here. It's 2nd and 10.
Yeah, ready.
Back to throw is Tua. Here's a shot toward the end zone. Good coverage there in the end zone. That is incomplete. Terrific work. They separated the man from the football, and it'll bring up 3rd down. Again, it's Tua. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield. These are the situations where, as an offense, you're trying to dial up your best play call to make sure this possession doesn't get wasted, but let's give credit to the defense. Big moment, big 4th down opportunity, and they're able to get off the field.
Here's Purdy on 1st and 10. Going up top. That'll be batted away. Incomplete. Coverage very strong defensively. It's 2nd down.
Well, it's not going to make up for all the plays that they've been on the wrong side of up until this point. They finally are able to land a jab of their own, knock this ball away, and get a much-needed incomplete pass.
2nd and 10. Shotgun snap to Purdy. He's going to try it here again. That one knocked away. It is incomplete. Very good job defensively. Stayed right with him, and will bring up 3rd down. From the gun, it's Purdy. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
Ever so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
Purdy to throw for it on 4th down. That's going to be caught. And he's going to have the 49ers 1st down, as this defense can't come up with the play they needed. They surrender a gain of 17 on 4th down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Purdy down to a knee. That should be the final snap of this game. So a win here for our visitors, the 49ers. And it's